Hi, everybody. Dr. Jake here. And today I'm going to demonstrate what a shockwave treatment looks like. And I've been having small little pain in the elbow and the forearm, adjusting a ton of people a week. And so this usually occurs when the stress on the joints and the surrounding tissues are greater than the remodeling of the tissues themselves. And so I'm going to use shockwave therapy to accelerate the healing process to be able to repair the tissues and get them back to proper working condition. Now, with the elbow itself, I've developed trigger points within the musculature, and that's hypoxic areas that aren't getting proper oxygen. And so let's say starving tissues, for lack of a better word. And so those areas are going to feel tight and glumpy. And what that's going to do is, since they're feeling tight, that's going to pull on the anchors, and I'm going to get elbow pain. That's a lot of times known as tennis elbow. If this occurs over time, this could be chronic, and it could be really painful. You could even lose some of the strength in your hands trying to lift things up, and that's never a good condition. It's going to decrease the quality of life. I'm going to accelerate the process in healing with shockwave itself, and I'm going to talk you through what I feel and what it's doing. And so, first off, I can control the depth of what the shockwave is going to do. So that's the pulses. And then I could also control the intensity. And so everybody has a different tolerance. And so they might start off with different intensity that they can tolerate. I also have different tips that are able to do different things. Also, some that are a little less invasive than others. And so I'm actually going to go with, this is what I call the shotgun tip. It kind of hits a larger surface area because I'm going to work along where these trigger points are. And this treatment that I'm going to do is all of probably 3 minutes. If I was going to do above and below the joint, it would probably be around 7 minutes. And I do use ultrasound gel that's just as a conductance to be able to penetrate into the tissues and effectively stimulate the cells. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to recruit the repair team. So the stem cells, the fibroblast cells, these guys come in and repair the tissues, and that creates an environment for healing. In addition, there's actually new capillaries and new blood flow being created in the area, and so that's going to bring nutrients, which is going to take care of the trigger points and allow for proper tissue function. And as I go through, there might be certain areas that might be a little sensitive. I might linger on those sensitive areas just because they need that energy, and it'll dissipate, and then I move on. I might find a line that might be a little more sensitive, and I might go up and down that line because that area is creating adhesions that are limiting what the musculature can do. And that could decrease strength over time. And so I have to take care of those adhesions to be able to get proper tissue function again. Some people might feel like this feels like little jackhammers. The good news is I can control the intensity, and any discomfort that you might have during the therapy itself goes away as soon as I stop. And the good news is this might not be everybody's favorite therapy, but everybody comes back because, in fact, it does get results. It is the gold standard now for certain conditions like tennis elbow, like plantar fasciitis, and there's new studies coming out every day. It's an incredible therapy, and I believe that if you are suffering from a chronic injury, this is the first line of defense, because you need to bring good blood flow in the area. You need to create that healing process again. In fact, if it's chronic, then there's scar tissue built up, little blood flow, so that means it's actually degenerating, going the opposite direction. And so if something is discomforting, you might take Advil, Tylenol. That's actually taking away the inflammatory response, which may make it feel good, but guess what? It's like taking the batteries out of the fire alarm, but the fire is still there. I'd much rather get to the root cause and create some longevity in the healing process. And so I've had people that I've treated over 2 years ago that are still effectively having no discomfort, being able to do all the things they need to do, no lack in strength, and keep improving their quality of life. So guys, just a demonstration on shockwave therapy and what it can do. Come see me if you need. Have a wonderful day.